This is Football Conversations on 1912 Online Radio. It's your host once again, Sako Mabuza, and we rolling with the times, You know, it's the business end of the PSL. We know who the champions are. Now we just need to finalize this aspect of the relegation battle. You know, we've got Platinum Stars already relegated, and who will be joining them, we don't know, because from the PSL we still got Supersport United, Ajax Cape Town, Baroka, and Polokwane City all this weekend playing for their lives, for their premiership status. You know, millions at stake here. You know, and in the NFD we've already got Jomo, number 2. That said he's going to be in the playoffs. I'm thinking maybe Black Leopards are going to join going to be the third team that's going to join the playoffs.
Confirmed.
It's confirmed.
Yeah.
Okay, gentlemen, Lindani, I see you up for this. So who do you think is going down with Platinum Stars?
Before Lindani says anything, can I ask a question? So you guys just told me during the break that Roger Desar's consortium has just bought Platinum Stars, right?
Not just bought. They bought it not now. It's something that happened last year.
Last year.
Oh, okay. So it's not something that just went through
No.
now. Oh, because I thought that maybe like Roger Desar might have sabotaged the situation, got them relegated to decrease the value of the
It
club.
was just
Anyway.
to sum it up, it was an unsound investment decision. But going back, coming to the issue of who's facing the prospect of having to make it to the dreaded playoffs, which are not easy by the way. We look at Ajax Cape Town. They find themselves in 15th place. They are playing against Kaizer Chiefs at Cape Town Stadium. They might be encouraged by that they are playing in front of their home fans, but it won't be a Sunday walk in the park for them. Playing against the wounded Kaizer Chiefs, which has an agenda to advance they themselves, given that they are eyeing that last African spot from South African teams to compete in CAF sanctioned tournaments. We're going to focus on ensuring that we win the Ajax encounter so that we come out third and be able to automatically make it to CAF Confederations Cup. So Ajax will find the going tough. In as much as they've been so lyrical about it throughout the course of the week. Mushin saying that the boys are playing music, they are confident, they are singing, the spirits are high, but they are coming up against a very wounded Kaizer Chiefs, which have a point to prove, and to close off a season in winning style, even though it won't be on a high note, but in a winning style, as this is within the DNA of Kaizer Chiefs.
Okay, Hosi. I got Supersport against Baroka. I've got Polokwane City playing against Shipa. Who's the other team apart from Ajax Cape Town? No, those are the teams, you know. So obviously Baroka versus Supersport United. Hey, wafa wafa.
Yeah, that one is basically do or die. I think probably both teams would wish maybe to get a draw so that they can both save their necks a bit and then hope for Kaizer Chiefs to do them a favor against Ajax Cape Town. As my colleague said, Kaizer Chiefs are looking to finish the season strongly by qualifying for one of the African spots, which is funny because they usually don't take that competition very seriously. But that's his point of view. But if I were to maybe choose in terms of which teams, okay, Platinum Stars obviously has been relegated, unfortunately, which I think it's a big shame because they are a team with a decent amount of history in the PSL. They finished, I think, the league second twice. They finished second on the league twice. But if I were to pick another team out of that whole bunch,
who deserves to go down there?
I would say Ajax Cape Town.
What?
And I remember we once had a show, I think more or less the same setting here, in which you guys, I think, one of you guys asked which team would be relegated, and that was my pick. And the the main thing about them, I've always said, it's different from the time when they were owned by Ajax Amsterdam. There was an actual plan in terms of
Also, they still are owned by Ajax Amsterdam. It's just that the only thing that's changed is the family now that owns Ajax Cape Town.
But
that has a majority shareholding in South Africa,
true,
the South African holding.
You see, the plan, if you remember, when they were owned by I forgot that family, not owned by committees who used to run the club. There was an actual plan in terms of how to recruit players, and they heavily recruited from their youth academy.
Yes.
And that's where you got your likes of Tulani Serrero and all of those guys. Exactly. But now it's like they don't really have a clue as to how to move the club forward. Their coach, I don't think is the brightest of coaches there. Mushin, they brought him back, but the guy who actually was coaching them, Stanley Mezo, didn't do much for that team. So Ajax Cape Town, for me, in terms of what they offer, I would say they are the ones I would say they should be relegated, because SuperSport, they do have that financial backing to be able to, even though they might finish in the lower regions of the league, next season you might see a different SuperSport team with the amount of financial backing that they have. So they do have the means of moving the club forward, where else with Ajax it's not quite the case.
And only then would be happy to see SuperSport go down so that he can poach some of their players.
But it would be funny because SuperSport are partly owned by that SuperSport, the broadcaster. So would they be broadcasting the games now fully on
the
NFD? It will be something really strange. But that's why I don't feel they are too good, to be honest.
To be going down.
Yeah, exactly.
If I can just give my opinion here as to who I'd rather see staying safe. Staying safe. Yeah. I'd rather see SuperSport and Ajax Cape Town actually stay in the league, because Hosi said something about Platinum Stars in history, which is weird for me, because the real histories with teams like Ajax, they've given us some of our greatest talents in this country. They've always been a very competitive team.
They've got an awesome youth structure.
Exactly, it would be a big loss for the league. SuperSport themselves are, they've won multiple accolades.
What does Polokwane City offer?
Yeah, exactly. Polokwane City and Baroka, what are they offering us? Just to be honest. So I just much rather see those teams stay in. I hate seeing clubs that were up there, clubs that were up there, clubs that were contributing something to South African football. I hate seeing them just fall away like that, That's why I don't really mind Platinum Stars going going down, because
no, they won't.
They're Platinum Stars at the end of the day. I'm sorry, for the fans of Platinum Stars out there, but I just don't respect you guys as much as I respect Ajax and SuperSport. Same with Baroka and Polokwane City. I have very little respect for
No.
I've just in terms of what they've contributed.
I've got huge admiration for Baroka. They played a good brand of.
Why? Just because they've beaten Chiefs and Pirates in a couple cup competitions? Get out of here, man. Please.
But with regards to Baroka, I think they deserve to go down, mainly because of the arrogance of their CEO and their former coach, Khulugo Tobejane. I think we have this on archives, that when they were promoted to the PSL, they made a very bold pronunciation to say that they win the PSL.
Sick.
And I find that funny. It actually threw me a bit off, to actually look at the merits of the pronunciation they had made. That was very wild of them to make. So for them to go down, it will serve them well. So if it was for me, a team that will be contesting with Black Leopards and Jomo Cosmos, I'd actually pick Baroka within that bunch of teams who are looking to survive the chop on the last day.
Nothing upsets Blindana more than ambition.
Gents, where's the love for Limpopo teams now? Everyone is like saying Polokwane City must go down or Baroka City.
No. I was talking about their contribution in the PSL era.
Nothing.
I know in order for you to make a contribution, you have to be involved. You have to be in there. I know that.
Look.
All I'm saying is that it would be sad for me personally, in a personal capacity. It would be sad to see Ajax Cape Town or SuperSport not being in the league going forward.
So what has Ajax Cape Town achieved in the PSL? Because
well, if you used your ears, you would have heard me tell you that they've actually given us some of our greatest players, some of the greatest players that have graced our league and gone to represent our country at national level and even gone to go play in Europe. They were developed by that club, so that's their contribution.
But they're not doing that anymore.
So, well, the thing is, they've hit a little bit of a snag right here. But you can't pretend like that 15 and 20 years, 30 years of history just didn't happen just because they're going through something bad right now. And don't give me that accolades argument. Don't come here and tell me that because they haven't won a lot of accolades. The fact that they've produced those kind of players, those are the accolades. That's what South African football needs. At least they've taken development very, very seriously to the point where their players go on and represent our country at the World Cup. That's what South African football needs.
Here's what I'm saying. That was under a different regime. Right now, it's no longer like that. So you can't say, okay, I get what you're saying.
Where was Keegan Dolly playing before he went to Sundowns?
Where was Keegan Dolly playing? Where was
Kama Billiard playing? How long ago did they come to Sundowns? It's only 3 seasons ago. So why are you acting like it was 15 years?
Nah, but they haven't been doing anything.
Why are you acting like it's
2 years or 3?
So because someone doesn't do something in 2 years, then it's a problem.
Yeah.
Short-sightedness. Thank God you don't run off any
guys,
football.
I just want to bring into Kosi's attention the big Barcelona fan. That Barcelona, there was a point where Barcelona almost got relegated from La Liga. You know, it was only up until that shock where they almost got relegated that they did votes, got a new president, turned things around, and look where they are right now.
Thank you.
That's all. That's all we need to do.
Imagine if people that pretended like the entire history just didn't happen. Imagine the people like Josi were running football.
So teams shouldn't be relegated.
No. I wasn't saying that because at the end of the day, you are in. If you're in a situation where you might get relegated, it's a reflection of how you performed during the season. So obviously, if they're there, they deserve to be there. All I was saying is that I feel sad because of what that club has done. That is my point.
Yeah, but that is long gone now.
Long gone. 3 seasons ago is long gone.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen,
smart guy.
Those are our panelists. They gave us giving us our pound-to-pound opinion of how the relegation battle is going to turn out. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen, after the short break, whereby we're just going to play a short tune for you, and we'll be right back.